Welcome to the Business Advantage Insider Community. I'm your host, Leslie Contreras, Economic Development Coordinator for the Prescott Valley Economic Development Foundation. Good morning, Brian and Mindy. Thank you for joining me today. Let's take a moment and have you guys introduce yourselves. Let's start with Mindy.
Hello, yes, my name is Mindy Brigham, and I am the Mission Advancement Manager for the Prescott and Flagstaff area. Happy to be here today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Go ahead, Brian.
Hi, thanks for having us, Leslie. Brian Smith, Mission Engagement and Economic Development Manager with Goodwill of Central and Northern Arizona. I primarily work with public sector stakeholders and make sure our services are aligned across all of our service territories in Arizona and recently Maryland, but the name of the company hasn't changed to reflect that.
Very cool. Awesome. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let's talk about what Goodwill is, the mission and vision, and all the important things that our viewers need to know.
Yeah, so our mission really is empowering individuals, strengthening families, and building stronger communities. And because of the goodwill of the community, we're one step closer to ending poverty through the power of work. And we really want job seekers and learners to believe in themselves, to invest in themselves by upskilling and furthering their knowledge and skills in areas of need. So really what we do here in the Career Centers is we offer a variety of learning, of digital literacy, webinars. We have My Career Advisor that is just amazing. It's a virtual online platform. So really we are here to upskill individuals and help them find those better paying jobs.
Very, very interesting. When people think about Goodwill, they just, for the most part, think of the retail side, right? But there's so much more out there that Goodwill is doing. Can you guys elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, absolutely. And Goodwill, of course, massive retail brand. We've been around for decades. And 9 times out of 10, when you think Goodwill, you think retail. Of course, we're looking, us on the mission side, we're looking to change that perception and want to make sure everyone knows that whenever you're, cleaning out your house when you're moving, bringing your goods to donate to the store or going shopping in the store, every cent of that money goes back towards our mission, which is, and our vision of ending poverty in Arizona, both through providing those services that Mindy mentioned, helping people get ready for jobs, help them set up resumes and get ready for their interviews, as well as our training programs. So why we serve the way we do, there's a lot of economics that go into why we've decided to serve this way. And it has culminated in this program that we call Bridging the Skills Gap. And fundamentally, what we were looking at a couple of years ago, of course, COVID's changed a lot of things in terms of the macroeconomic environment we operate in. But a couple of years ago, we were looking at how the Arizona economy has changed since the last recession, and looking at overall increases in real income and a very low unemployment number. At the same time, that amount of income that increased over the past decade, it didn't match in many of our markets the increase in the cost of living. So we really focused our programs on getting people into higher skill, higher wage jobs and improving our ability to get people to have those living wage jobs. Looking at, just the other side of it, where we're helping people and we're helping grow the supply of the workforce. We also work with the employers who have communicated to us that there is a pretty substantial gap in the skills they need, especially digital skill sets and soft skills or power skills, depending on how you you frame it. And, those like problem solving, critical thinking, innovation, creativity, developing those skill sets in the workforce, and making sure that the workforce in our local communities is resilient to these digital transformations that we see, not just in our state, but of course, we see plenty of it as ground zero for business relocation projects like the semiconductor manufacturing and aerospace manufacturing that takes place here, as well as the growth of information technology sectors.
Okay, so what I'm hearing, so you guys started with a certain mission and now you are expanding into way more, right? You're now focusing on being a part of the community and improving the community more than just having the retail side of it. Did you guys originally start just with the retail, or has always been the mission and it's just evolving into something greater?
Yeah, really ever since Mr. Edgar Helms started Goodwill Industries in Boston, however many decades ago that was. I can't remember my Goodwill history off the top of my head. We've been basically the prototypical social enterprise. Every Goodwill store has been in service of helping individuals get out of poverty through the power of work.
Awesome. That is incredible. So let's talk about how you guys actually do this, right? So what are career centers? What are they used for, and how can people get access to that, and who should be going to those career centers?
Yeah, I'll start and just give a broader state level perspective. We have 7 career centers active right now. We used to have more, but of course the pandemic has caused us to pivot a little bit over the past year. Located in Prescott, of course, on Iron Springs Road, and I'll let Mindy talk about that location, as well as Flagstaff, Lake Havasu City, Yuma, and 4 in Maricopa County, including 1 at our retail operations center.
Yes. So, of course, our career center is on Iron Springs Road. And really, we have job seekers, we have learners come in. Goodwill has really moved into learning and developing. So when individuals come in, we give them a tour of our career center, show them our classroom, give them an overview of our services. So we provide digital literacy training, our computers 101, 102, and 103. And since COVID, we've really went into self-paced learning because we can't offer in class. However, they do that in Maricopa County. So they come in, we'll do an intake with them. It takes about 45 minutes, get to know them, where they want to take their career, kind of create a career success plan, a career pathway with them if they want to do that digital literacy training. We also have soft skills. So we have about 12 different workshops that we offer, and one of those is soft skills. So interpersonal skills, communication skills, interpersonal communication 100, teamwork, and collaboration. And it really gives them an opportunity to learn all about communication. And that's really what our employers need their employees to have are those communication skills. That's super important. And with My Career Advisor, we have them come in, register. It takes only about 3 or 4 minutes to register with My Career Advisor. And this is where we have 5 different templates of creating their resume. Really easy to navigate through. They input all of their information and it creates it for them on a Word document. Also, we have different webinars. We partner with Indeed, so have 2 webinars with them. We have career assessment, also branding yourself, marketing yourself. So My Career Advisor is amazing. There's many different resources, training and education, career development, community resources. So I definitely encourage you to check out mycareeradvisor.com. This is our virtual online platform, our virtual career center, if you will. Brian, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, just wanted to put a little bit of numbers to how we've served in, especially Yavapai County. Looking at what our analytics team sent me just before this, we provided in 2020 just about 8,000 services to individuals in Yavapai County, mostly from the Prescott Career Center. About 7,500 of those services. Wow. The rest through a self-service kiosk at the Cottonwood store, and the rest through my career advisor. The majority of those services provided were in job preparation services, helping individuals craft their resumes, navigate job search sites, helping people apply, and get ready for their interviews. We also put about 200 individuals through training in Prescott, and that covers all of our different training programs that Mindy talked about.
Awesome. Right. We also provide mock interviews too, which are really great because we give them a handout of frequently asked questions from employers. So this really gives them an idea of what to expect from an employer. We give them all the do's and don'ts and tips and tricks of the interview process. So when we have individuals come in, we don't want it to just be 1 or 2 visits. We want them to use multiple services so they really get prepared to go out there if they're just entering the workforce or if they're re-entering the workforce. So mock interviews or resume reviews, that's something we do every single day, and I encourage the community to come in and take advantage of that.
And so it's any age. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, if I could add to that just a little bit. We work with people through every part of the career life cycle. And whether it is people first entering the workforce and being like, I'm young and inexperienced and don't know what to expect from this, or people that are looking to change their careers and looking to add on some new skills or just get to understand what opportunities are out there. We provide those services and help people navigate through all types of job transitions and growth.
That was exactly my question. It's who, the demographic of who's actually getting the benefit from this. And it could be anyone, which is awesome because especially now moving into more of a workforce that is driven by technology, those skills in technology take a bit to learn. So even if let's say it's a lawyer, right, that needs to be better at the technology that their firm is now offering, is that something that you guys can help with? Or is it more of the basics?
Absolutely. Yeah. We actually had in 2019, if I could speak of 2020, we had a husband and wife, lawyers, and they both needed to upskill and earn their North Star certificate through our digital literacy training. And they needed some help, they needed to really upskill, and we were able to provide that. Just this month, we've placed 21 individuals, and one of those was a surgical registered nurse. So he was just placed like 2 weeks ago. So very proud.
We also recently had a Zoom navigation and etiquette webinar. And I don't know if you've seen the funny video of the lawyer trying to navigate Zoom, and he had a cat filter on. We would have been able to help them get ready for their hearing.
I mean, that's a perfect example, because even something like that, it can be hard to, I wouldn't even know how to navigate that situation unless I could be in front of it. So that's a really, really good point. You talked about working with employers. How exactly do you guys partner up with employers to make sure that the skills that you're teaching these people that are going into the career centers, how do you guys determine what skills are going to be necessary for the employers in the community?
Working with our community partners and employers, we really understand the importance for the community to have a voice and to speak to the services that we offer to job seekers in the community. And we're here to support the community in furthering their digital knowledge, their interpersonal skills, communication skills. We want individuals in the community to invest in themselves and to believe in themselves, and also to build confidence. We want our community partners and employers to have a big voice to the services that we offer, which will greatly influence the way we change and or implement new trainings and services we offer in the community. We believe participants, individuals that we partner with, will have a great impact in the way that we conduct business and will be able to assist with moving our mission forward.
I should have framed that we actually have multiple business and advisory councils, one for the Northern Arizona market. We also have one based out of Yuma, and we also have another one for our Maricopa service territory. So we have employers really guiding how we serve the community, saying, here is what we see you doing, and here's what we really need. And us being responsive to those changes in business requirements for our workforce that we're helping develop in each of our service territories.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, because it's one thing to have a program like what Goodwill's offering and just do their own thing, but I think it adds so much more benefit having the employers give input, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to be hiring these people. So I think that's an amazing way to approach that. So I've been part of job fairs in the past, and I know that Goodwill has been part of that as well. Can you give me a little bit more information? Are you guys having job fairs right now? Is Goodwill driving that? Especially during COVID times, what does it look like now?
Right. So prior to COVID-19, we partnered with Yavapai College as well as other community partners, and we would do 12 big job fairs a year. We would have up to 100 different employers that would come and many, many job seekers. Since COVID, we've gone virtual. So now we have our virtual job fairs. We have about 4 or 5 employers that jump on. They create a PowerPoint. They have about 10 minutes to present the open positions at their company. And then we have, usually that takes place on a Wednesday. And then that following Friday, there are guaranteed interviews. So job seekers are able to schedule an appointment. And this is also via Zoom, just like the virtual job fair. And then we can prep with those mock interviews and those resume reviews to really prepare them. So yeah, it's definitely gone virtual, something new for all of us, but has been very successful.
Very, very cool. So how can employees or job seekers and employers, how can they get a hold of you guys if they're interested in anything that you guys are offering?
You can stop in, visit us at the Career Center on Iron Springs Road. We're open Monday to Thursday, 9 to 3. Come in, see our smiling faces. You can also give us a call, 602-535-4000. Mindy, I don't know if you want to give the number for the Prescott Career Center.
Sure.
Those are definitely the easiest ways to reach out to us.
Right. And the number here at the Prescott Career Center is 928-515-6540.
Very cool. And can they find you online as well?
Absolutely. mycareeradvisor.com. You can find everything on there.
Okay, great. Is there anything else that we've been talking for a while? Is there anything else that we missed that is something that you guys would like to highlight?
I'd love to plug My Career Advisor again. We're continuing to add services to that product and continuing to expand the trainings that are available through that. So job seekers definitely, jump on there, take a look around. You can reach any of our team through the chat function that pops up and even schedule time with career navigators to have, phone call, Zoom call, talk through what your career goals are, as well as view the open positions that we have posted on there, and different resources available to the community.
Also, we have the first week of each month on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This is where we have our virtual digital literacy. So it's from all markets, and we have a navigator so they can come in and use our computers at the Career Center to do that. The second week of each month, we have soft skills that always takes place on a Thursday and Friday, the second week, and that's from 9:30 to 1:30. The digital literacy goes all the way from 9:30 to 3:30. However, they can earn their North Star on that Thursday. On the third week of each month, on a Tuesday, we do hold workshops.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about what a North Star is?
Sure. So this is through our digital literacy training, careerassessment.org. You can go and find that site and just kind of look at what the modules look like. And now individuals, it's basic computers, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, career search skills, information literacy, 11 different modules they would need to pass in order to earn their North Star certificate.
And that gives employers more confidence, right? That these people are ready for
employers recognize it, and also universities recognize the North Star certificate as well. And of course, I just have to mention, all of our services are at no cost.
That's the last question I was going to ask. And that's incredible, because I think when people hear all of the amazing things that you guys are doing, they're like, well, how much does it cost? So it's incredible. I think that especially during these hard times, that, our workforce is shifting and we're insecure about what's going to happen. Something like this can help individuals either seek a different employer or find a better position at that same company that they're at. So I encourage anyone listening to go to My Career Advisor, go to Goodwill, stop by and see if this is something that can benefit you or someone that you know. Thank you, Mindy and Brian, for being here today. PVEDF, of course, appreciates everything that you guys do for the community. This just makes us a stronger candidate for relocations of companies. Incredible work on the economic development side in making sure that our community continues to prosper and grow in a positive direction. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Leslie. We really appreciate you having us on. We really love the partnership with PVEDF and working with you to empower individuals, strengthen families, and build stronger communities.